This anti-vax film has racked up more than 17 million views. Millions more are talking about it on social media. The main claim in the film is that people who took the COVID vaccine are just dropping dead.
The dead can't speak for themselves, so therefore, I have to speak for them.
But there's just one problem with that narrative. Many of those people aren't dead at all. Like this comedian Heather McDonald who collapsed on stage.
She's dead on TikTok, but alive in real life. So I don't really know what to do with that other than to just try to get her on video.
Ben Collins, who covers conspiracy theories and extremism, tracked her down out in Los Angeles, so we hopped a flight to meet her in person.
Died Suddenly is created by this guy named Stu Peters, very famous anti-vaxxer. And he is trying to say that the vaccine is killing you. But he's using a lot of footage of very living people who had medical events that had nothing to do with the vaccine to try to prove his point. Heather is one of them. The sheer force of will of anti-vaxxers to get this message out that these people are dying everywhere made it so on the internet, if you look her up, you probably think she's dead.
Hi.
How's it going? I'm Ben.
Hi.
Good to
Nice
meet you.
meet you.
Thank you for doing this. So first of all, I do want to stress, you're a living person. You are not somebody who cannot speak for themselves, correct?
No, I'm a living person, and nobody has ever contacted me to interview me about it, even though they've put it on their platforms, ever.
So
except for
they
you.
just talk about you in the abstract, and then you're like, actually, wait a second, I'm alive. And then they're like,
I'm alive,
never mind,
and I'm alive and I'm fine. To say these people can't speak for themselves right after you see me falling, I definitely think their narrative was that all these people died, and you know, why wouldn't you talk to me? I want to get the word out of who I am and what I do. I think I provide like a lot of great entertainment, and I'm extremely easy to find. It's really bothered me. It's really pissed me off, and it's been really hurtful. And I've had to like block a lot of people that like literally troll me. Like, we'll go find some video that has nothing to do with this and just write like, oh, this is the vax tramp. How's that vax working for you? Why are you still alive? Like really mean stuff. I'm non-political, and I get thrown into this thing just for doing my job and working, you know?
Yeah.
How big are these corners of the internet? How many people are watching videos like this, trading videos like this?
Yeah, this is millions of people, probably tens of millions of people. The top search results you would see on TikTok were for her falling over or whatever, not her actual account. That's true of like Instagram as well and YouTube. And these people are master manipulators. Anti-vaxxers have been at the game of manipulating, secondary and alternative news sources for, decades now, well before COVID.
The first kind of major example of this happened back in 1982. It was a documentary focusing on the DPT vaccine.
The DPT shot can also damage to a devastating degree.
Doctors and medical groups called the doc dangerous and inaccurate. A more recent example of this was the Damar Hamlin collapse on Monday Night Football. Thousands of social media posts viewed by millions of people went out almost instantly, saying Hamlin's collapse was linked to the vaccine.
Like, anti-vaxxers are so committed to this reality where people are constantly dying and constantly having horrible things happen to them because of the vaccine, even though it's just not really happening. Like, so recently, they've had to shift a little bit. The guy who Died Suddenly, he's also really into the idea that there are body doubles everywhere, and Damar Hamlin has been replaced by a body double.
Why are they hiding him away? Was that Damar Hamlin at that stadium on Sunday? How would we know? We know that the bioweapon did this. The NFL knows that the shot did this. The doctors know that the jab did this.
They're astute at knowing how to game algorithms, get to the top of search boxes, working in communities, and that's exactly how politicians come to believe this, or how politicians get bombarded with this stuff. They are, they have to talk to constituents who are constantly saying, have you seen this movie? Have you seen this documentary? Sending this along.
You're seeing that happen right now in Idaho. A state legislator there introduced a bill to make it a misdemeanor to give anyone a vaccine developed with mRNA technology.
In the state of Idaho, a person may not provide or administer a vaccine developed using messenger ribonucleic acid technology for the use in an individual or any other mammal in this state.
That legislator, a fan of Died Suddenly.
It's a very well-funded operation. So if you're just one person, if you're just a guy out there who is a target of this stuff, you really don't have a chance. Like, there's no way to stop it.
So Ben has dragged me out of my bed and said, we just absolutely have to go to LA. So Ben, why are you making me do this?
Well, first of all, I wanted you to get the worst coffee you've ever had in your life, and that did happen this morning.
Mission
really
accomplished.
Good. Cool.
Yes.
Very good.
You can always count on JFK.